so the four things that I've seen that most people have issues being consistent in are the eating, the exercising, the planning or preparation, and patience. So those four areas are very, very key to being consistent overall and actually achieving what you want. Cows and protein, awesome. Those are the two big ones. Those are the hardest things for most people. So if you can stay consistent in those, then you can actually achieve what you want. So when it comes to your eating, the reason why eating is going to be so hard to be consistent with, especially in the beginning, is because you're changing up some things, there's some new things going on, and maybe if we've had a history of dieting, we're used to categorizing foods, we're used to like good foods and bad foods, and when you come in with that mindset, it's really hard to stay consistent for the simple fact that when there's a lot of rules and regulations, typically if you can't remember the rules, then you don't know what to do. So it's really hard if you have a lot of rules piled up, or you kind of feel like once you're kind of away from the rules, it's like when you're like a teenager, or like when it's like summer break, like when there's no school, there's no rules, and you're just like, it's all out, do whatever you want, and you think that you screw up your consistency. So when you categorize foods like that, when you have good foods, bad foods, then you typically tend to feel like, well, I screwed up, so now I just may as well keep doing whatever this thing is that I'm doing, and I'll start my diet over tomorrow or on Monday or whatever. So eating is always going to be hardest because you have to find something that works for you, that helps you to stay consistent. Not something that works short term or that works for your aunts, sisters, best friends, baby mama's cousin. It needs to work for you, which means if they are eating foods that maybe in a perfect world, the 20-year-old version of you may have been able to do, the one that like didn't have any kids and wasn't married and didn't really have like a stressful job or anything. Maybe if that version of you was able to do that thing, or it's like this diet that seems like, romanticized that you could really do, but you can't, then it's not for you. It doesn't matter how great it is for somebody else. It doesn't matter if it's the newest, greatest thing all over the internet. It doesn't matter if, this person who has like, oh, look at them, they look perfect. They have the body I want. They have beautiful skin. They have all these things that you want, but it doesn't work for you. So that's going to be a really key element to even starting the diet, is making sure that the diet right up front is going to have elements that still remind you of you.